Well, everybody, this is Kusogrand8, the Bad Video Game Tournament. We're a little bit behind time, so I'm going to jump into the game reveal for game number 3. First, though, again, submit to Big Bad Gameathon. The link is in Twitch chat, bigbadgameathon.com/submissions.html. Yeah, that will take you to the site, and you only have until Wednesday. We want submissions, okay? If you are even considering it at all, just throw something together, okay? It doesn't have to be super polished, but if you know that it's something that you can put a lot of love into over the next little while until September, do it. I've got games that I'm going to submit. Heck, I'm going to have a Torture Me segment. That'll be great. Rolling Cabbage, Nakarashi, thank you for resubscribing. Good to have you here. Now, without further ado, Crappy, take us over to the reveal. Watch out, Spirit, the squirrel. Oh, I love the red squirrel. He's so cute. You know what's cuter than a squirrel, though? It's Tristan. Hey, Tristan, come on in. Yeah, I bet you didn't know you're cuter than a squirrel, but you are.
No, I knew that.
Oh, okay.
That's basic table stakes around here. It's very true.
Well, that's good to know. Hey, Clades, thank you so much for those bits. I appreciate it. Every bit is just a little bit. Yeah, that's how they work, I think. Tristan, yeah, everybody likes your egg and the fluff that's going on with it. So, do we have an egg-based game today?
No.
Okay. Actually, you weren't even gonna be the GM for this match, but then you got called in.
I got tagged in after a swarm of vetoes, and I nuked them again.
This is what we call the tactical nuke when Tristan gets brought in. What do we have?
I'm just gonna say, I don't have a build-up for this. We have Info Harry 2.
I don't know what this is. Like,
nobody knows what this is.
Do you know what this is?
I am the only person who has recorded a completion of this, and right now it's hidden because it's a Big Bad Gameathon submission.
Hey, everybody, you should totally get a submission together for Big Bad Gameathon. We've got Info Harry 2, the debut blind race going on today. Nobody knows what this is, and we're going to change history right now.
So, okay. This is by a developer called ID or ID Software.
Oh, yeah, I know them.
Yeah, they apparently made a game or two that actually has some legs, like something called like Active Ball or something was really big. Info Harry 1 used the same engine as Active Ball and is just a clone of that, except you're this dude running around blowing stuff up instead of a ball. And then they made this, Info Harry 2, which is a completely different engine side-scrolling run and gun thing that has this weird sort of hate on for Windows and IBM.
That sounds about right.
It just uses their logos in the game in a method that I'm pretty sure is not authorized. So I speedrun this now. None of my runs are anywhere yet because I'm debuting the speedrun at BBG if it gets in. I decided to start speedrunning it because someone linked an 18-second clip of the game from the Classics of Game YouTube channel in the Kusogrand8 Discord, and I saw this and immediately went, I want to run this and I want to inflict this on people because I'm not right in the head, apparently.
Okay, let me see. Amazing Toaster, take down your pick. And I need to message Starman as well because both of them have picks up. And also Bright Shadow. Okay, there we go. We're gonna start. So what would be good emotes for chat to spam?
Anything related to computers or tech, a gun, switches, bigger switches, anything that conveys really loud screaming.
Anything.
Oh, the audio's all over the place, by the way.
He's back.
He's back.
Yeah, I have a limiter on this for a reason. But let me turn this up a bit.
I'm pretty sure the IBM logo was not authorized to be used here.
That's free use. Whatever.
So, the main crux of this game is you have these switches, and when you hit a switch, a car alarm goes off. I don't know why.
I love the little short people you can't shoot because you're too tall.
Yeah, you're 2 blocks tall. You can't shoot the little Harrys unless you can, align yourself properly. You hit the switches take down colored boxes that form walls, and then somewhere along the line you're going to hit a key. Now, I did tell the racers they're only allowed to save at the start of the level, and I just saw somebody pop out a save. I might have to remind them of this.
Yep, go ahead and shoot them a reminder. That is fine by me. So I'm already dying right now. What am I doing? I'm dying. That's what I'm doing. But in a good way, I promise.
So once you pick up the key, you can open the key blocks, which are blocks with the key icon on them, and your goal is to hit that giant switch, which is somewhere in the level. And one of the really crufty things about this game is the level design requires you to run back and forth across the level multiple times, and in many levels, somewhere along the way just has one really brutal jump that will kill you if you don't do it right, and you have to cross it 3 or 4 times.
I mean, why wouldn't you have to cross it 3 or 4 times? This is what video games is about, doing the same thing over and over and over again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Doo-doo-doo. The sound effects are all over the place. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Okay, so this is copyright 1995 ID software. I feel like it might not be the same as id software.
No, it's not the same. This is a Dutch developer who, like I said, I think the biggest thing they made was Active Ball, which had some success, and this is not that.
Hey, if y'all want to submit something to Big Bad Game-a-thon, just don't submit this because Tristan's already submitting it. But, like, this is the kind of crap that I live for. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I love this.
This is live.
Let me talk a little bit about how damage works in this. On the right side of the screen, you have levens, which I think is Dutch for life or lives or something. It's closer to hit points.
Okay.
Things that take away hit points. Ghosts, the little dudes running around on the bottom of the, 1 tile tall where you can't shoot them. And ceiling spikes. Specifically, ceiling spikes take 1 hit. Floor spikes, saws on the floor, and electricity are Mega Man instant death.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not. I've told our racers they can only save at the start of the level.
Okay.
Because the first time I played through this game, I did not realize Bilwarsfeel and Lodsfeel were save and load. I did this entire game without saves.
Ooh.
It is beatable like that. It's not fun. 3 of our racers have beaten the first stage already.
Yeah.
The game is quickly going to ramp up.
I think everybody except for Bright Shadow. Bright Shadow is still on level 1, but we're only almost 4 minutes in. Like, there's plenty of time. It looks like Bright Shadow has the key?
Yes. I should have looked up what Bezit actually means. I presume it means key. Or card or something, but it is a key. There are boxes with that logo in them, and you can touch those while you have the key to open or remove them, and they typically are the thing blocking your path to the level exit.
Bezit, I believe, is your inventory.
Oh, okay.
So your inventory is whatever the crap
It's just the key.
that
There's
is.
nothing else that goes in Bezit.
Okay. Yeah, per Google Translate, it says possess.
Items.
But
Gotcha.
yeah, I don't know. This game has every sound effect. This is what I love about the 90s.
Yeah, and it has every sound effect at every volume level. Like, the gunshot, your limiter is probably doing some work on the gunshot because it is stupidly loud. Something that will benefit our racers greatly if they figure it out is, if you hold the jump button, you will infinite buffer jump. And you can just use that to force your way through certain jumping puzzles.
Ooh, I like that. That's something that, like, especially younger gamers aren't too aware of buffer jumping. Buffer jumping, essentially, one of the best ways to do it is that if you can manage to jump straight up and then hold jump and over, then as soon as you land, you automatically jump and you will move a very specific distance whenever you do that. And yeah, for anything like DOS, Commodore 64, Atari, there are often auto jumps like that that allow you to use that strat, and it's extremely helpful when playing games, especially when you're trying to beat them for the first time. Learn how to use buffer jumps, everybody. Highly recommended.
Okay. Amazing Toaster is saving in the middle of the stage, so I'm going to ask the refs to let me know if they load a save in the middle of the stage. I'm going to ping them specifically to let them know they can't do that.
Yeah, sounds good. Or at the very least, can't load that save, because if you do, back to the beginning of the game. Well, with that said, our refs are helping out with this match and doing pretty dang fantastic. We've got Mendez is back. Infomouse 2, Clades is Lost Media Programmed in a forgotten version of Q Basic, not Electa, and Taven went and got a ginger ale and came back to this. I'm sorry, Taven. I hope you enjoy the ginger ale, because that's going to be the best part of this game. Although the background looks like a can of ginger ale, I gotta be honest, it's like kind of gross green.
Okay, the refs are informing me that it does seem that Toaster did not receive the memo and loaded a mid-stage save, so I'm not entirely sure what to do about that.
I would say anything after the load, considering that you have directly messaged Toaster, anything after the load does not count. With that said, if Amazing Toaster gets a game over and goes back to the beginning of the game, then he will be able to work back up. He is gaining knowledge as he goes, so that is not necessarily the worst thing in the world, but there is the fact that gaining knowledge by not following directions could be an advantage. And yeah, that's something that will definitely have the refs keep in mind.
I'm concerned that he may have misunderstood beginning of the level to mean anytime you cross the beginning while going back and forth across the level, you can save, which is not what I intended. Because when you die, you get reset to the start of the stage with all of your switches and the key card taken away from you.
Nah, it looks like Amazing Toaster saved not near the beginning of the level there. Yep, and we're getting loads elsewhere, so I would say that unless Amazing Toaster looks at Discord, then this could potentially be a huge loss here. Oh no. Aha! With that said, I enjoy the laughing sounds. Ha ha! Yeah. Well, Tristan, I think that we have done our job and done everything that we can to communicate with Amazing Toaster. So it's just not going to count unless Amazing Toaster starts over. Yeah.
That's unfortunate. I have
to
informed him
live.
that his progress is now not counting. So
Yep. There have been multiple messages sent, so not my problem. My problem is info. What is this game about? What's the story of Info Harry? Like, why are we so full of info here? Why are we so big?
That's a wild and convoluted question. So you have to go back to Info Harry 1, where the plot of Info Harry 1 is Microsoft is, well, they call them macro hard, but Microsoft is trying, never mind. Microsoft is trying to take over the world, and you have been dispatched as Info Harry to stop not Microsoft from taking over the world. And that's basically the entire plot. Then this comes out.
Okay.
This ditches the computer, OS and company sort of alignment thing. And the plot of this is there is a geneticist who has decided to do mad genetic science, and the European Federation, the Federation of European Countries of the time, has decided to stop him by sending Info Harry to shoot him. That's the entire plot.
Wow. You know what? Maybe you could just send somebody who's a little bit closer. Okay, by the way, yeah, here's a screenshot from the first game. They went a little heavy on the Microsoft logo. Like, very heavy on the Microsoft logo. Yeah, let's just say the messaging was not subtle at all. Just so people know, we are aware that Amazing Toaster did move on to the next level, but is still saving and loading, not following our instructions. And because of that, this does not count.
Yeah, that's a problem because I don't know how to get him back to stage 2 at this point.
It is called Amazing Toaster will have to play stage 1 again.
Yeah.
Yep. Not my problem. That is Toaster's problem. Aha! Wait, did someone make HTML art for Info Harry? Of course they did. Why wouldn't they? Probably just ran it through a generator, to be honest. But I like it. That's not to dunk on it. I like the HTML art. It's beautiful. Okay, and it looks like Amazing Toaster is back to the beginning of the game, so the message has gotten through. Amazing Toaster starting back over. And there's your HTML art for Info Harry. Definitely not as hairy as you would expect. He's bald. I don't know, maybe that... Then again, it seems like almost every Harry out there is bald in media. That's just how it has to be. Like, Harry on, what is it, Home Alone? Bald.
Okay, what was that? I'm sorry?
Every Harry is bald. It's true, okay? Can you name me a single Harry in media who isn't bald?
Harry of the Hendersons.
Okay, how old is Harry? Well, isn't that Bigfoot?
Yes.
Well, he's kind of bald. Like, no, seriously, let me get a picture of him. Okay? Tell me.
It's just so...
Chat, I need you to confirm, is this Harry balding? Okay? Is this Harry balding? It's coming up soon. It's coming. Okay. Is he balding? Yes or no? Because I would say this Harry is balding. Like, look at that forehead. You do not have a forehead that big without losing hair.
You know what? Fine. I'll give it to you.
People are... Okay, so what I'm seeing right now is that it's debatable.
We can go with that.
I guess Harry from Third Rock, which has a strange link to Harry and the Hendersons. He's not bald. But he's also an alien, so maybe he is bald. I don't know. Is Harry in alien form bald? Probably, actually. I don't know. If you're an alien, the odds of you having hair, about 50-50. People are saying balding is not bald. I don't know. I don't know. It depends on who you ask. Woo, woo, woo,
Okay.
woo.
All right, I'm back. I am sorry about that. A little bit of administrative fun.
Oh, you gotta do the admin stuff.
Yeah, so Captain Drake is on level 3, which is... Actually, this might be 4. I'll have to... Oh yeah, it's 3. Duh, it says on the side.
I'm
you can tell
not
I've had a day
clicking
today.
that giant link in chat. I'm gonna go ahead and say, chat, don't post links that are paragraphs.
That's an image URL lift from just DuckDuckGo, but yeah, that looks a little sketch, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, apparently it's a wig? That's another reason to... Oh no. Sorry, Tristan, I just realized a plot point in the adventure game that I'm making, and I can't talk about it because it's a very important
secret.
plot point. Yeah, it's secret, but there is relevance to this conversation. Okay.
So, where I'm expecting the true Widowmaker to show up is probably in stage 5. I'm hoping we get to see it because there is a very simple looking jump in stage 5 that is the most brutal thing known to mankind.
Yeah. So I'm really curious what this jump is going to be. I'll be like highlight my attention, whatever. Get my attention and tell me when it's happening because I want to see the jump. I want to see
Oh, I will do so.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Amazing Toaster did have to get sent back quite a bit, but it's still not completely time lost because, you know, honestly, one of the most important things of this game and of a lot of older games is figuring out how they control, getting used to the movement. So yeah, there is a significant amount of time being spent replaying this level, but it's not a complete loss, you know?
Yeah, and this is part of why I set the rule that you can only save at the start of the level, because otherwise you could save just before any dangerous jump and try it over and over again. And also, the first time I beat this game, I did it without saves because I did not bother engaging my brain that the weird blob of Dutch in the menu was save game and load game.
You have to translate the menu, Tristan.
I just wanted to play the funny Bang Bang game.
Okay, that's fair enough. I mean, I like the funny Bang Bang game. Hello, Polk.
Polk's here.
Ah! Oh, this is glorious. This is wonderful. This is so much better than anything you could have pulled.
You like the funny Bang Bang game?
Yes. Yes.
Good.
Oh, that is something unique. Like, Reminds me of the best slash worst of DOS could bring in.
It's definitely something DOS can rot.
Okay, I found a Harry in media who's definitely not bald, and that's the Harry from When Harry Met Sally. There you go. The exception to the rule, Billy Crystal, who honestly was probably going bald at that point. Then again, Billy Crystal always looks like he's going a little bald.
It's like the old cliche. If you're going to be named Harry, most likely the hair is going to recline. It's just tradition at this point.
Yeah. Oh my god. I keep thinking about funny things in my game that I want to talk about, but I can't because, like, I want people to experience it and not be spoiled. But I think I'm funny. I think I'm a funny guy, okay?
More of a fun guy.
I do.
I didn't know it was a mushroom. Or mushrooms, plural.
Who's a mushroom? Mushrooms
Well,
are
just
funny.
go to
Mushrooms
fun
are weird. Oh my gosh, fun guy. Whatever.
Yes and yes.
Mushrooms are weird. Ow! Justin, don't do that. Justin attacked me. Help. Okay, he ran away. Good. All I had to do was yell. See, everybody, yelling works sometimes. Gets Justin to stop attacking you. I hope you all have enjoyed every sound effect in this game. There are 5 of them.
There are about 5 sound effects. There's the gunshot, the car alarm, the ouch. There's picking up a burger, picking up the letters, picking up the coin, and exiting the stage. And I think that's it.
Okay, that's 7.
The essentials.
Significantly more than 5. By 2.
There are not many sound effects.
What do I even talk about at this point? You know, we've got a guy shooting ghosts. Why are you killing ghosts? They're already dead.
It is a mystery.
He's shooting them with a pistol.
Yeah?
It's dead news.
Oh my gosh. And then you're shooting little dudes? They're just little guys who look exactly like you. Are they your clones?
I don't know why they look exactly like Info Harry. It's
the Clone Wars.
They tried to clone him. They tried to clone him, and unfortunately, the quick mix was a little weak. They tried to pull them out in a hurry. Because of course, Info Harry was coming in.
Yeah. Well, to help people know how things are going, you can see the level that they're on based off of the screen. Like, it says level 3. Congratulations, you got your tracking right in front of you. Hey, Captain Drake has a key. That's pretty cool.
I felt like there is a possibility that we would end up with a tie on levels, so I also threw in each switch is a point and the key is a point, basically.
Gotcha.
So we have some subdivision within the levels, and the refs are tracking that pretty well.
Yeah, and we'll let the refs handle the tiebreaker in that situation. I'm not going to worry too much about it. It just looks like Captain Drake is probably in the lead at this point. I mean, what with 4 switches and a key.
Don't count Bright Shadow out yet. That's for sure.
I mean, Bright Shadow has the key, but only 1 switch. Yeah, the thing, like, I'm not counting anybody else out. How many points do these players have? Nobody's getting eliminated due to Info Harry 2.
They have between 20 and 17 points. So they're pretty high up.
Yeah, even last place is going to move on. So
I'm watching Starman. Starman just like took this really awful jump on the edge of a screen transition boundary wrong and fell down in the 1 tile gap, and then while trying to turn around and jump back up, fell down the next gap and just kind of plinked around like a plinko puck for a couple of moments.
It was
amazing.
Life. Sometimes you fall into a gap and then you fall into another gap.
One little trip and there you go.
I also love that if one sound effect plays, it overrides whatever sound effect was happening at that time. So it's
just a lot better than the alternative.
Yeah. But I recall a lot of Windows games that did that, and that you just have ha 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 ha. And yeah, at least my ear, like, sure, I've got a limiter on the stream, but like if I'm playing this at home, like I don't want my ears to explode.
Oh no! Back to the beginning of the stage for Captain Drake. Captain Drake's on stage 4 now. Stage 4
it's
is
scarier.
Yeah, for some reason stage 4 just has this cave motif no other stage has. It's endearing to me. I think it's
level
neat.
variety. I mean, it still had the diagonal stripes. I want stripes
Yeah,
in my
you
cave.
leave the cave eventually.
It's
and
like
you end up in Tile Town again.
okay, theory. It's geology. Okay? Because like stone has stripes sometimes. There,
Yes.
I figured it out.
Yeah, sure.
I just think this level rocks.
Okay, good job. Oh, hey, I'm Tristan. I'm the funny person here. I'm funny.
It's all written in stone.
How about you don't? Huh? Let's go ahead and start with a clean slate and get back into this.
Well, you might see this one is down to the wire.
The wire?
All these stripes are the ground wires. There you go.
Oh, this is where the internet comes from. You gotta mine the internet.
Indeed. What do you think about the data mining's been happening?
Oh my gosh, it's right here. It's the data mines.
Yeah.
They didn't even have that term back in 95 probably. I don't know.
What happens? Years later, they discovered they could actually make money off these bitcoins they've been carrying all around.
Yeah.
They last long, but hey.
Yeah, these are the data mines. There's the bitcoins and the IHs. What's the IH? Info Harry. What? He's getting his data back. They stole his data and he's got to get it back from the data mines. Oh my gosh, everything makes sense. Why are there burgers though? That's my question.
That's a good question. If we're getting his data, that's probably how they make all the clones. They got his DNA all around the place.
I hope my DNA is not just my initials. Wow, okay, chat saying burger has a lot of bites. Haha, funny chat. Ha. Ha.
Captain Drake might be reaching the end of level 4 here.
Good, get out of the data mines! Come on, we know that this is an IBM-esque game. I don't know what this is. Supposedly, oh my gosh, those buzzsaws at the bottom are insta-death, so falling down there would have been dangerous. Ah, level 5!
Wow.
Bawar. I like that,
Yep.
like, the loads or the saves are called Bawars.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody Bawar. Are we gonna get to the
awful jump? I hope so. And then
Awful
watch
jump.
Drake get it like first try and make me look like a fool.
I mean,
We'll see.
Captain Drake has a lot of points for a very, very good
There's
reason.
a soft lock here.
Uh-oh. I mean, you did tell them to save at the beginning of the level, so that's fine.
There is also restart level in the menu, but I didn't tell them what it is. But they have saves. So the green tiles back to the right, the Captain Drake is going to have to pass by again. There are burgers to the right of them, and if you're low on health, you may think, hey, I should go grab those. If you drop down into that hole, you cannot get out unless you've opened the green.
Oh,
there.
yeah, that looks dangerous.
Uh-huh.
That's
Captain
a
Drake.
drop.
Captain Drake has full health, though. He's got no reason to even fall for it, but, you know.
Can you really call it a soft lock if there's a level reset built into the game?
It's a soft lock for the attempt. You have to reset the level.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
It makes the soft
That's
lock a
right.
little bit less cruel, but yeah,
Yes.
I'd still call it a soft lock. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. The awful jump is on the next screen. No, never mind.
Was that the jump?
No, that wasn't the jump. We didn't get to see it.
Well, okay, we'll see the jump another day.
We'll get there.
Hey. We got time. We got half an hour left after all.
Yeah, Drake is blazing through this as we expect they would.
These are top level players after all.
They're doing really well, yeah.
How do you like the damage sound effect, by the way?
Which one is it? The aha.
The one where Harry just goes, haha.
It's good.
It's good, I love it.
Yeah, sometimes when I get damaged, I sound like that.
He lost to the sound of danger and pain.
Aha!
Alright, do we get to see the awful jump on Drake's screen?
Come on, Captain Drake. Get to the alpha jump.
One screen to the right here.
Okay.
This looks simple. It's not. And he does it first try, of course. Okay. So the problem with that is, in the air, your horizontal control is extremely slippery. And just like, if you go 1 foot over the edge there, you'll hit a saw and die.
I mean, of course Captain Drake would do it first try.
Of course, it's fine. I'm not embarrassed or mad.
I mean, if Captain Drake has to play this level again, we might see the jump again, and we might see multiple deaths. And with the number of lives left, there's a very real possibility. I mean,
yes,
we gotta get rid of the burgers, okay? Someone needs to get rid of these burgers, and then we can see Captain Drake die a billion times. Oh no, the switch is gonna make the blocks disappear. Uh-oh.
Yep.
Blind jump! No! Captain Drake, no! Oh, unfortunately, the blind jump does them in. Back to the beginning of level 5, Bright Shadow on the level as well.
Do you know how you're supposed to handle that jump where the gap is like on the edge of a screen divide?
Scroll the camera in a weird way.
Yes, go all the way to the right of the level because the level is not a clean number of screens wide, and going all the way to the end of the level changes where the screen transition points are.
Yep. I mean, I've seen that happen earlier in the levels, so I assumed that that was probably the best way to deal with it. It's just laborious and not the type of metagame that I want to play when I'm playing video games, you know? Give me a different meta.
It's not the kind of things you play on that moment, you know. You don't know, you don't think about it. Just, hey, there's a goal, you.
Yeah, this level in particular, I think it's this one. There's 2 levels where you very, very, very strongly want to do that because you end up with really garbage jumps like that one if you don't. One of them, you go to the right further than you strictly have to by like 2 tiles, and it's fine. The other one, it's a screen and a half. And it's a little less fine in a speed run. I don't do either at this point.
So, question for you. This was made by ID Software. You said that they made a game called... What was their most well-known game? Actiball?
Actiball, I think it was.
Okay.
Was one that I've heard people at least say they've played.
I mean, it's on Game FAQs, yeah. At least the second one is. And the first one, yeah, it's listed on Moby Games, so that's good.
They also made this incredibly jank-looking Scum VM game that I can't play because I don't read. No, I can't read the language that I'm super curious about. I don't know for sure if it's Scum VM, but it's that vibe.
I'm interested in this now.
It's called B17, I want to say.
Like just the letter B?
B-17, or it's either B7 or B17, I don't remember which one.
Okay, like I see B-17 Flying Fortress, the Mighty 8th Redux. I don't think it's that.
I don't think that's right.
Wait, it is?
It is.
It's on Steam.
B7.
Oh, B7. Okay.
Yeah, it's B7 by ID Software. It's
As somebody tried to market the name, it couldn't quite figure out, so they left a placeholder in there.
It's very jank. I'm very curious about it, but I watched a long play of it because there's a long play of that for some reason. And I could not figure out what's going on.
The genre is adventure. It looks like... Okay, okay. Interesting. I'm gonna have to take a look at that.
Starman got all the way to the left side of level 5 and then fell in a spike pit. You go half the way you can go left at the start of level 5 and flip the red switch. Once you flip the red switch, you can turn around and start heading right. Whereas the Mountain of Saws resides, the yellow switch that drops you straight into a spike pit resides. It's a fun time. And then once you get all the way to the right side, you have to come all the way back to the left, go through the key door, and then that's where the end of the level is. So you have to go left, then right, then all the way to the left. This is how practically every level is designed, just this one is a little more egregious than most. But yeah, the yellow switch, you have to hit it. There are yellow blocks to the right. You can't progress unless you hit it. But you can see on Captain Drake's screen, it's not good.
And again!
Same place.
Killed by screen crunch!
You ever just been murdered by the edge of the screen?
More likely than you'd think, but
I played Super Mario Brothers 3, yeah.
Yeah. I played a few good Mega Man level where just the transition's not right, so you transition right into a wall and just suddenly dead.
I have this running joke in one of my friend groups that you get a bunch of wizards together having a wizard duel, and they're all casting spells at each other like Mordecai's Bodacious Smackdown and, you know, Panetti's Replicating Magic Missile, which I totally didn't steal that name from anywhere. And one of the wizards just walks up and starts casting Scrunch. How hosed are you at this point? And I think Scrunch at this point in my headcanon is the screen just starts scrolling and murders anyone who doesn't run.
Move or die.
Uh-huh. Oh,
No,
finally
Captain
the
Drake
Saw Blade
got-
got Drake.
Ah, the Saw got Drake. Oh my gosh, this is like
I feel vindicated.
those movies, the horror
They never
movies.
saw it coming.
You know, I was just thinking it was like those horror movies, the ones with the saws. They're terrifying.
Yes.
No bites. That's all right. I'll acknowledge. I'll acknowledge my failure there. Okay.
I am a bad street man for many reasons.
Hey, Kessenchu, thank you for resubscribing. And the question, what are you watching? This is Info Harry 2. This is a game that was made.
It was definitely made, and oh man, so a little bit more lore about this game. Our racers are playing a shareware version that ID Software freewared, or a preservationist group got the rights to and freewared. I'm not sure which one it is, because the group that claims they have the rights to it now and freewared it is a different group than ID Software. And their website is gone. I don't know what the story is there, but they say this is freeware. The crawl at the end of the game says, if you paid money for this, you got ripped off. This is a completely free game now. It used to be shareware, but it's not. But this is only episode 1. There were 3 episodes. And the help docs in the game just say, episodes 2 and 3 are lost. No one knows where they are. Even this was lost media for a long time, but someone found episode 1, and now it's kind of not lost. It's only 2/3 lost.
Wait, which hell we have to go to find out for Harry Part 2 and 3? Oy.
Alright, Captain Drake is about to take another crack at the
Sorry.
Saw Mountain. I like how Drake is just killing everything because they know they're going to have to come back this way. But it's a weird trade-off because if you take all this time to kill everything and then die, you've wasted a whole lot of time.
Over again.
Yeah, level 5 is proving to be a bit of a jerk, as I suspected it would be.
Mm-mm.
Woo, woo, woo. Well, 3 of our 4 players are on level 5. Amazing Toaster is currently on level 3, but we could still see a comeback. Like, Amazing Toaster did lose a lot of time early on due to not following the bolded directions. A very important message to everybody here. Read the directions. Anything that is pinned, anything that is bold especially, is going to be important.
Okay, so Captain Drake is on my next favorite. Never mind.
Captain Drake was on your next favorite part.
Yes, that is because you hit one of the switches, all of the color tiled floor there, it disappears, and it's a series of 1 tile wide towers with spikes between them at the top of the screen. The top of the screen in this game is solid. So you not only have to negotiate these perfect 1 tile jumps, you have to do it while bonking your head on the top of the map.
I'd say like that's a headache and a half, but on the point.
Well, did you see the intro screen, the like I'm back screen at the start of the race?
No, not particularly.
Well, it's also what I gave to Bersinch as the quote unquote box art. It's
yes.
How do you think Harry's head got shaped like that?
Someone licked it too hard. Like a cat, big tiger or lion or something. Just
I explained so much. Yeah, only certain people are able to do Super Mario, and that's the reason Super Mario has the hat.
Yes. It's actually made out of Kevlar to protect his head.
Hey, Captain Drake made it past the nightmare jump again. Starman trying to do it right now. Starman. Oh, so close! Nightmare jump gets Starman.
Yep. This is just, you have Table Saw Mountain as the nightmare jump. You have the yellow switch, which drops you into spikes. And then you have the 1 tile wide gaps at the top of the screen, all back to back from each other. And you have to do all 3 of those to get out of this stage because I forbade our racers from saving in the middle of the level.
Genius. Horrible, but genius.
I've done it. I've beaten this game without saves. Drake just figured out to buffer jump it and pray, and it worked.
Yep.
This time.
Keyword, this time.
This time. That's not going to work here.
Uh-oh.
He's going to have to be more careful. And yeah, there we go. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
So
Good job, Drake.
Drake should be in the clear, forbidding any kind of like reckless behavior or just big accident. Drake should be able to finish this level.
Oh my gosh. There's so much in this though. Like, and considering how fast your character moves, like it's so dangerous. Everything.
That's another thing I want to point out. You look at this and you might think I set the cycles too high because it's a DOS game, right? No. It moves exactly this fast at any cycle level until you turn the cycles down to about 800, at which point Harry has visible redraw as he moves, and it's like, that's too slow. I don't know how this game does it. It's late enough that it can lean on, like, the RTC a little bit and do, like, frame throttling, but this is exactly how fast oh, by the way, Drake's dead.
What? Wait, Hilo Sync then! Wow!
How is that allowed? You can't do that! You can't put that in... Okay, whatever. This was free. You can do that.
So because you start over at the start of the level when you die, you would think, what's the point of that? The point of that is it resets your health to 5. If you have more than 5 health and you drop down there and die because you weren't ready for it, by the way, Drake's going the wrong way. I just want y'all to know that. If you drop down in that hole and die, your health gets reset to 5. Of course, if you have less than 5 health, you get more. So, who knows if this is truly a bad thing or not.
Aha!
Aha!
I love this game so much. Like, an 18-second clip from Classics of Game got me to speedrun this. What is wrong with me? Oh, here is the mandatory, like, developer inserted name of the game into the level geometry.
You gotta.
Like how?
Oh, Hars?
Harry.
Oh, Harry. Okay. Oh, it's Info Harry. Oh my gosh. Is the dev Info Harry? Did this character develop his own game? Maybe.
No, the name of the dev is on the right side of the level.
What's his name?
ID Software. Like the development studio.
That's not... Oh, okay, fine. The development studio's name. I was like,
so if you
I'm pretty sure
across a
nobody
level...
is named ID Software.
No. Well, if you come across a level that has the name of the game and the development studio name in the geometry, you might think from a game from this era it'd be the last level, right? I mean, I would think that.
About 50-50. I do know that, what is it? Bubble Bobble has some of that, like, in the middle of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the final level.
How to do it with Kirby games using the secret room?
This is not the final level. There are 7 levels in this game. So we might see a completion from Drake at this rate, actually.
Right.
I did tell the racers that the fastest I've done this without saves is about 50 minutes. But that was a situation where I had done like 3 or 4 runs and then I discovered I could save and load.
Tristan.
Yes.
There's a menu. Why didn't you do the menu?
It's in Dutch. My eyes crossed when I saw it. Why?
But look, it's an older time of game here. Sometimes instructions are optional. It happens. You want to press a button on the menu here, suddenly you can't see anything anymore? No, of course not. You don't mess with it.
Bright Shadow has asked if they're allowed to adjust the cycle count, and like I said, adjusting the cycle count will actually not help with this. The game will run exactly this fast until it starts not being able to redraw each frame properly, and then you have problems.
Aha!
So there's the key for Drake. All they need to do is get all the way to the left side of the stage and they'll be on level 7.
It's gotta be easier, right?
Level 7 is actually kind of a victory lap, yes.
Ooh.
There we go. Drake is on level 7. So level 7 is Welcome to Hell. You know, welcome in hell.
Yeah.
This has...
I don't want to go
I wanna
there.
See if Drake... What's that?
I don't want to go to hell.
No, I want to see if Drake falls for this. Yes, Drake is now soft locked and has to restart the level.
Uh-oh.
What?
You'll see. You saw Drake hit the red switch, right?
Yep.
Yep. Just wait. Just wait for it. Yeah, screw you, buddy.
Oh no!
So Drake is doing the wise thing and going right instead. That's not correct either. The correct thing to do is go left, get the key, don't hit the red switch, go all the way to the right, get everything else, come back to the left, hit the red switch, and finish the level on the left.
Oh, oh, boy.
On the plus side, it's early in the level. Like, if you go left first and you fall for that trap, it's not that long, but I said some words when I realized what had happened. Okay, Drake has now realized this is not correct either. I would actually just die at this point. Yeah, there we go.
Yep. This is faster to teleport after all. I mean, this is hell. That technically dying is free at this point.
Novasol, I got tagged in, I'm sorry. Okay, Drake's got it now.
Look, I tried.
Okay, I'm gonna tip something that I wanted to maybe mention in BBG, but it's not that big of a secret. There is another game ID Software made, it's called Chaos. Chaos was made in 1994, a year before this. Its episode 1 is the exact same game, with different sprites. I loaded up Chaos, I did my Info Harry 2 run, it worked perfectly. It's the exact same game. It has episodes 2 and 3. They are different from what Info Harry 2 would have had. I know they're different because we at least have screenshots from Info Harry 2 episodes 2 and 3, and they're not Chaos episodes 2 and 3. So, between the two games, episode 1 is identical. Chaos has 2 episodes of whatever, and then Info Harry 2 has 2 different episodes 2 and 3, but they're lost media. What the heck?
That's why they call it Chaos, I suppose. Like, wow. Game development is hard. Sometimes you gotta recycle.
It's a little mind-boggling, if I'm being honest. I love the pause there. Drake stopped at the green switch, and I know what they were thinking. Like, where were the green blocks? Will this murder me? Okay, I think Drake's actually done with the game at this point. There's one obstacle left. It is a single spike at the very far left of the level. Which Drake could hit it, I don't know.
I mean, we've seen worse, we've seen other things.
Yes.
No going back now.
That's it. Drake finished the game.
That's it.
Wow.
That's it.
Drake is
Drake
the
wins.
winner. Let's welcome Drake into... Drake's not going to come and chat. That's right. Drake's like, no, I don't talk to people. Whatever. I'm just too good for you, bro. Sencha.
I think they know they won. I don't know if we should tell them. I guess it doesn't matter. They won.
I mean, already the hell, I quickly get news that you're looking to pick me up.
Well, there we go. I'm telling Drake that they can come and chat if they want.
Fair. So Drake finished this game with no saves allowed for the first time, about a minute slower than I did.
And Drake is too good for me. Fine, whatever. Don't come talk. See if I care, huh? See if I complain. Yeah. Oh, I'm complaining right now.
They can translate if you like we.
It looks like Captain Drake is actually going to do a translation for us, which is even better. Yeah, we get to learn about what happens when you get welcomed to hell.
I was also say that it is a little surprising that even in this language here, well, everybody, welcome to hell is universal. We all know what it says. Just translate.
Let's see, as far as potential for second goes, it looks like Bright Shadow has 2 MacGuffins and Starman has 1 at the moment, but they're very neck and neck. That could change at any time because they're dying all the time.
As one should.
Amazing Toaster has gotten to level 4 after that setback of having to start the game over, so an impressive showing of getting back up into pace. Great. Thanks, refs. Thank you. Yeah, okay, so Captain Drake has translated this. Like I said, the plot scaffold for episode 1 is there is some geneticist who is doing bad genetic science and all of Europe decides to send Info Harry to kill him. The translation for this is, congrats, Harry didn't miss his comeback. Professor Stecco has been warned. He sent him a stern warning, I guess. I don't know. Unfortunately, the second and third episodes of Info Harry 2 were lost. Only the first episode is available. And then it's a plug for their website, which doesn't exist.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I mean, 1995, you can't expect every website from 95 to still be around. And
So,
there goes the
here's
stream, that's fine.
Here's the thing. This game was made in 1995. The freeware preservation release, whatever the heck happened in 2004. Where I think all they did was hack out the shareware stuff and then release what was there. So they didn't really change anything to my knowledge. But this game at least had hands on it in 2004.
It makes sense that we're selling off commercials for the website since freeware after all.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make something out of it.
It's real curious. I really hope that, like... So I've had 2 situations where I've showcased a game either on Kusogrand8 or BBG, and the dev has shown up and like added context to my knowledge of the game. I'm really hoping that happens here again.
Dev, can you tell us what this game is? Can you tell us how to play the next episode? I want to play it.
It's like if you are or know anybody from ID Software, I would love to know more about this because I learned about it like 5 days ago and it's just amazing to me.
It's glorious.
It really is. Like, this is the kind of stuff I live for. Every now and then I just get nerd sniped by a game that punches well above its weight class and is fun despite its flaws. And
yeah,
the last time
I want to play this game.
Yeah, the last time something really grabbed me like that, it was Iron Hike.
You know what? I have no memory of Iron Hike. I'm sure if I see it, I'll have memory of it. But I don't know. Should I just forget? Can I forget? Can I have permission to never remember anything that you're talking about again?
You know what? Maybe that's for the best. Oh, don't go down there. Starman played with like dropping down into the burger hole, the burger softlock hole, and I'm like, don't do that.
Don't do it.
Never
do
get
it,
in the
it's bad.
burger softlock, okay? You go for the burger. That's how they get you, okay?
It's a forbidden burger.
The forbidden burger.
So Iron Hike is actually the second game where I learned more about the game because I showcased it somewhere, and I learned that the developer of Iron Hike actually got a job in the games industry, and at the very least did work on porting Earthworm Jim to the GBA.
Oh.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, cool.
That's glorious, but glory me.
Look, I mean, the guy made a Game Boy Color bootleg homebrew game that was very functional, but also very, like, nothing burger.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Okay.
a very solid, like, attempt at just a fun homebrew, and they went on to at least do something in the, like, professional game industry. I think that's neat.
That is big. That is no question about it.
Yeah, everybody make... Like, honestly, your very first game is probably going to be a lot closer to Info Harry 2 than to what's a good game? Super Mario, any of them. Except maybe, like, Mario Teaches Typing. Maybe it'll be that quality. I don't know. But, like, yeah, it's probably not going to be a masterpiece. Your first game doesn't have to be a masterpiece. Make some Info Harry games. Come on.
So as we come down to the end of the match here, Bright Shadow and Starman are tied, but by timestamp, it looks like Starman got to the watermark about a minute ahead of Bright Shadow. So I think Starman is going to take second here.
My gosh, that close?
Uh-huh.
Absolutely amazing. That is time. Everybody throw your hands in the air. Throw your Tims in the chat. That is time. Y'all can kick back and relax because as it turns out, Captain Drake did what Captain Drake does, which is show up, destroy the match, and then refuse to talk to us. Captain Drake? How dare you? Well, that is correct. It looks like Starman... Did you say Starman is in second?
That is what the ref sheet says. I am waiting to see if we get...
Yeah. Mind you, even when we say placements here in the stream, if they are corrected later, then we go with the corrections. We follow what the refs say. My word is not law anymore, as opposed to the past. Thank you, Mystery Funhouse, for the raid. And yes, I believe, based off of what the refs come up with, Starman Random appears to be in second, Bright Shadow third, Amazing Toaster in fourth. All of the players moving on to round 4, though. Captain Drake essentially solidifying the placement in the bracket. That's not too much of a surprise for me. Captain Drake is a strong player whenever we see them around. Oh my gosh, that is fun, though. That was an incredible game, Tristan. And honestly, I can't wait to see the speedrun. I mean, I guess I could technically go and watch it since I get to review submissions. Yeah,
That's
speaking
true.
of BBG submissions, Big Bad Gameathon submissions are open. You will maybe see, well, we haven't reviewed the submissions yet. There's a possibility you'll see Info Harry 2 in the marathon. And if you want to submit a game, it doesn't matter how great you are at this moment. Get something together, get it sent in. Let us decide if it's bad enough to put in the marathon. Yeah, that's my pitch,
It's
Tristan.
possibilities. So you don't have to be great at it here. If it's bad enough, it's entertaining enough here, give it a shot, give it a go. People just get review hints, and if you don't get in, you just don't get in. It happens. Give it a shot.
Yeah. The only way to not get into Big Bad Gameathon for sure and guarantee is that you don't submit. So just like whatever you're playing, like, come on, send it in. You've got until the end of Wednesday to get submissions in. We probably won't extend submissions, probably, so you want to get them in by then. Please. Yeah. With that said, I do think that I'm probably going to throw in an hour worth of Action 52 beat as many of the Action 52 games as possible. That is what I'm theorizing with right now, as well as possibly a couple other games that I'm discovering, and I'm really excited. Yeah, Polk, are you submitting anything?
I submitted one game already. I'm not so very often speedruns, but there is one I did here, and I did submit for it. So hopefully I can get there.
Ooh.
If I can get some more new things, I'll bring that around here, certainly.
Can I ask what game?
I decided to bring Home Alone 2 for Genesis around.
Oh my gosh, yes, with the tube.
The big suck!
Oh, the big suck. I love the big suck. Oh my gosh.
Hey, bro.
Yes.
Let's bring in Starman for just a very quick couple of words.
Yeah, sounds good. If Starman is ready to come and chat.
Starman is ready.
Hello there, Starman, and great job today. I believe that you took second, and absolutely fantastic.
Yeah. Oh my god, this can actually hurt me.
It hurt you? Oh no. Do you need a Band-Aid?
I don't know how long I was flailing in this stage 2, because I would get to the one end, back to the one end one time, and I'm like, oh yes, I've done this jump a million times. Oh, so right back into the spikes.
I mean, yeah, that sounds about right. Like, those floor spikes, they're bad. Yeah, you should see the beginning of stage 6. It made me laugh a lot.
I will see if I can get there at bonuses.
Yeah, what
Like-
do you think of the game overall, though? Uh-oh.
He's speechless.
Same.
Let's reboot Starman.
It's rare
Bring the
that
blue screen.
it's rare I get a game like Kusogrand8 that eventually just renders me speechless.
I mean, I'm
I
glad that
had
we
a-
did it.
You certainly hit me with something new, Tristan.
I mean, Tristan was brought in for the tactical nuke, and we discussed that
Indeed.
because Polk tried to give out so many games, and just did not manage to.
I'm sorry. Again, I'm sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
Never be
it's
sorry.
partly your fault.
No, you can't blame the. No. It's nobody's
all
fault
right, all right,
other
all
than whoever
I'll
made
blame
Info
Oceans in
Harry
this.
2. It's their fault. Yeah.
True.
But with that said, like, I
Oceans
still
is-
kind of love it. Like, despite how bad it is and how obviously flawed it is, there's still some charm to it. And I think, like, I've played Duke Nukem back in the day. Like, some of the movement feels very nostalgic for me. Like, I don't hate the game, but at the same time, it is so uncontrollable.
Yeah.
And there's one special shout out in stage 5 where you're going for the blue switch.
Oh, are you talking about the jump? The impossible jump?
Sawblade Mountain, and then you climb up on the blue platforms, hit the blue switch, and are now not standing on anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I saw that for the first time I finally got there. Like, if I just hold the direction, I'm going to die again. I'm just going to change that.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I was just so happy with the surprise beginning of stage 6. That was wow.
Well,
Really good,
I
though.
had a blast with it. Yeah, Starman, is there anything that, like, made you laugh?
Seeing Sawblade Mountain for the first time.
Sawblade Mountain, oh my gosh. Sawblade Mountain. You know what? That sounds like a great resort. I want to go to Sawblade Mountain. I want to kick back, enjoy the saws.
Sideline, want to play a game?
No, not that saw.
No. Well, Starvan, are you doing anything interesting stream-wise these days? Anything going on for you?
Oh no, like not lately.
Perfect. Good. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Starman is Speechless and has nothing going.
Starman, that's creepy.
We just brought Starman in to be confused for a few minutes.
If I had anything to plug, it is out of my head. I am not
Big
thinking
Bad
about
Gameathon,
anything.
plug that.
Yeah, but go submit the Big Bad Gameathon. Maybe I will submit. What was the game I got last year?
Clearly, you've got plenty because you got to played.
A different game.
What's the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with the Running Man?
Oh, The Running Man.
The Running
Oh,
Man?
no, that game's really bad.
I took my first joy in learning the stages and what to do. So
Submit it. Do it. It's really bad, but I would love to see a speedrun of that. And I don't think it would take too long to learn everything because as soon as you know how to do the different sequences, you can get through it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's a surprisingly short game when you know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Starman. Tristan, thank you for giving the game. And Polk, thank you for not being able to give a game because everybody had other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Next time, Kuso, next time.
next time.
I'm glad I got to show
indeed.
this off.
I loved it. Well, all three of you take care because we're going to move on to the final game of the day.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
See ya. Well, everybody, I am going to run a quick ad because I did not have a break. Stand up, stretch your legs, use the restroom, and we will be right back. Stay tuned.